Welcome everybody, Habit Hack 181. I got notes as usual, but today's is a little interesting. So first and foremost, a little girl asked me the other day, it's my friend's little girl, and she said, why do you always wear that purple stuff on your mouth? First of all, it wasn't purple, it was red. I was like, you need to get this girl's eyes checked. And she's like, why do you always wear this purple stuff on your lips? And why do you always have stuff on your eyes? And I just like, listen, kid, get out of here. Let me give you 5 years or 10 years, and then you'll be asking me different questions. But this is the reason why. I look like a little Asian boy when I don't have any makeup on. No makeup, little Asian boy. It's so, yeah. Anyway, had to get my habit hack in today. Habit hack 181. I missed yesterday, and we were trying to get, hi, Charlie. You want to sit up? You want to sit up so you can be seen? Here, come here. Sit up. Oh, hi, tall boy. Co-host Charlie. Welcome. All right, so today's habit hack, I'm going to get it in really quickly, and I'm going to try not to go off of my little script here that I wrote down. And today's minute, it's called my Wedge of Truth. I was going to just call it Wedge of Truth, but it's like, that's a little pushy, right? Who knows? It's my Wedge of Truth, and it's dedicated to my buddy out there. Any handle will do. We had some really good conversation, and it kind of stimulated and motivated me with today's habit hack. And I was thinking about it because it's just been on my mind. It's been on my mind. And today's habit hack, Wedge of Truth, is I have a series of questions for you. So listen up. What if for 15 minutes a day you could deliberately practice who you wish you were? For 15 minutes. You have 24 hours in a day, but for 15 minutes you could deliberately practice what or who you wish you were. And what if you practice it with the attention to detail of a bomb squad, just for 15 minutes? And what if you had the focused training of an Olympic gold medalist for 15 minutes a day? And what if you refused to compromise in that 15 minutes, like Rosa Parks? And what if you showed up every single day for that 15 minutes, like Big Ben? You kids know who Big Ben is. Or let's just say like Swiss time accuracy. Every day you showed up. And what if you did it for a year? Who would you become? Well, the answer to that question is my Wedge of Truth. And the answer to that question is you would become a different person. Because we have learned to compromise from childhood. From childhood, we have been compromising. We compromised from our parents and our grandparents' expectations that were unrealistic. I mean, let's be real. They were brand new. It's not like they were parents before. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. They did the best they could. They messed up a lot, but we compromised. We compromised when we went to school. We compromised with who we thought we should be to fit in. We compromised from the unrealistic expectations of our teachers. We've compromised when we went into the corporate world. We compromised the expectations there, like what they want. They give you a job that takes 16 hours to do, and they tell you, do it in 8, and if you can't, you're just not organized. I mean, that happens over and over and over again. The people who had given up a long time ago with they've compromised their integrity. They don't even try. So those are who those rules are for. But the people that never give up, they really try to get that 16 hours to fit into 8 hours a day. And in that, you're going to compromise something, right? Because you can't do 16 hours of work in 8 hours. So you're going to compromise something. So we have learned our entire life to compromise. Charlie is compromising as my co-host right here. Really, boy? You getting some sun? He's like, man, this is just boring. But I'm telling you, look at this little guy. He's pretty good, right? I mean, so what if you just for 15 minutes every single day, oops, I think I was hitting a mic. What if you for 15 minutes a day didn't compromise? What if you put that attention toward one thing or toward two things that you really wanted to be or who you wanted to become. What that does is for those 15 minutes, you start to realize that the person you are being in the other 24 hours and 45 minutes or 23 hours and 45 minutes is not completely who you want to be. And you've been duped. You've been duped into believing that you should be all of these things, have all these things, do all of these things that don't really matter to you. And so that's the conversation that Innie Handel and I were having today. And I was like, you know what, today, that's going to be today's habit hack. Habit hack 181. Am I right on 181? I just want to make sure. Yeah, because I'm moving right along, man. I got to get these done. I have other projects that I want to do. But habit hack 181, V-Man, this is for you because we have compromised and you are a lot earlier in your journey, and a lot of you are a lot earlier in your journey. And I would just say the thing that started this whole conversation is that when we get duped into a course toward something that we didn't really even set out to do, especially at work or anywhere, school, work, whatever you're looking at, it's hard to make a decision based on an outcome that is so far out, right? Because you don't know, the people far out, they're like, oh man, that was a wrong course. But when you're first making that course decision on a fork, you don't know because you're starting out. But what I will say is look at those people. And that's the conversation that Vince and I had today. Look at those people. Do they have the bodies you would like? Do they have the mental stamina that you would like? Do they have the wherewithal, the integrity that you would like? And if your answer is, not really. They're fat slobs. They don't take care of their health. They don't take care of their minds. They don't take care of their bodies. They don't take care of their dogs, whatever. Think twice about moving in that direction based on a lot of unscrupulous pressure. So that's what I'll say. Read into it. But a lot of this has to do with everything. If you're in school and you're listening to this and you see these kids that look like they're the cool kids and you're making compromises to try to be them and not be your own self or your own style or your own thought process, when you uncover all the weeds, you're going to see that, you know what, you really don't want to be that. You might not want to be that. Let's say, I don't want to be empirical about it. All right, so that's habit hack 181. That's my slice of truth. And the reason why it's a slice of truth, or a wedge of truth, actually, that's the real name, is that when you do 15 minutes, that's purely for yourself and purely something that you want to be or you want to become, and nobody else knows about it. And you do it with integrity, you would do it with diligence, you do it every single day with consistency, you do it with deliberate practice. It starts to wedge into all the other BS. And pretty soon that wedge of truth is going to slowly push out all of the nonsense that you've been involved in. And soon you're going to be like, you know what? I need more than 15 minutes. I need an hour. I need 2 hours. I need 3 hours. And then you start saying, I can't do all this other crap. I got my own wedge of truth that I got to take care of. And I can't take care of all your crap, your 16 hours of crap in an 8-hour day, because it's actually taking 10 to 12 hours a day. And I don't have time for my truth. So anyway, read between the lines. Charlie, why do you always look so bored? Because I am. That's my Charlie voice. All right, you guys. He's getting to be a pretty good host, right? I don't even have food in my hand. He's just... All right, I gotta go finish my habits. Good workout today, let me tell you though. Woo! Catch up, Zan. Catch up. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later.